Hello and welcome back to another episode of Astral Ascension, and also welcome back to the channel. Last episode we managed to officially become a couple with Luna. Hooray! And yeah, apparently the choice we made during the beach scene does actually matter. If we don't feel the same way, we won't be officially be Luna. We won't get official with Luna. That's what I'm trying to say. After that, we also got a contract from Zeke, and he gave us a contract to just be security detail for basically a wealthy person. And yeah, all's well ends well. But yeah, it's a pretty funny episode in the last one. Yeah, and everything could have gotten better. Couldn't have gone better. Yeah, the whole last episode is entirely fun and funny at the same time. It's really entertaining, not gonna lie. So yeah, this is where we left off. Even though we had a late night, I wake up refreshed the next morning. We had a good party and a successful mission. Things are going back to normal, and I feel excited for the day ahead. Throwing off my blankets, I roll out of bed and get ready for the day. So yeah, we're just gonna continue and see where the story takes us. Okay, suddenly I hear the crackling of the intercom, and Iris requests, a meeting in the lounge. Let me just do a few more settings. Okay, let's continue. I finish getting dressed and then I head over to the lounge. As I take a seat, I wave at my gathered teammates who trickle in. Once we're all settled, Iris smiles.
Excellent job on the mission yesterday. Both our contractor and client were pleased with our performance.
Honestly, it was so much fun.
You can say that again.
Fela eyes Kai, who merely grins. Yeah, he was. Yeah, it was. I think he definitely came yesterday, right?
I certainly wouldn't mind having more missions like that.
Iris nods, glancing at me.
It was thanks to his referral.
Nice.
Kai claps my back.
So that means you're hooking us up with more of those missions, right?
I'll pass along any tips that come my way.
Good enough.
Kai grins while Iris readdresses the group.
While we resupply, I'll be searching for our next mission. In the meantime, enjoy your time off.
Aye aye, Captain.
Thanks. Suddenly Kai shoots up from his seat, his phone in his hand.
Whoa! Nova just posted an update after her temporary blackout.
Say what now? Do you have an alert set for Nova's? Wait, what?
Whoa! Nova just posted an update after her temporary
Okay, he
blackout.
didn't mention her last name, so I'm just gonna assume it's Nova's. I'm just gonna call her Nova Zenith. I don't know what's the official confirmation from the devs just yet, because I did see someone made a report regarding her name. So for now, I'm just gonna call her Nova Zenith, as the lines were recorded at the time. So do you have an alert set for Nova Zenith? Hold on. Yeah, I initially thought we are gonna have a free time episode with Luna, but
You don't?
we're gonna proceed and see what goes on. Well, apparently only Kai has. We only met her not long ago, right? Vela pulls out her phone and her eyes brighten.
Kai's right. She's live on TikTok right now sharing news about her new album. Come look.
Was this mentioned before? I remember this. I think this was mentioned before, but maybe not. Yeah, obviously another reference to real life. Luna and Iris glance at each other before they both pull out their phones. My curiosity has been piqued, so I click into the live feed as well. I instantly recognize Nova's Zenith's smiling face. Her fully dressed and cutesy makeup gives her an air of youthful exuberance.
Hello, my lovelies! Ah, did you miss me? I've missed all of you!
She blows an air case into the camera before waving both of her hands.
I'm sure you've all been wondering where I've been, and I'm sorry that I've been offline for so long. But I'm sure you'll be excited to hear that I've been working really hard on my new album, which will be released very soon. Yay!
With a giggle, she celebrates in her seat with a little dance.
So, to thank you for all your patience, I'm going to give you a super sneak peek at some of the songs on this album.
The feed adjusts, and in the background is a promotional poster of her album with a list of song titles. Nova. Okay, I don't think I have to keep saying her full name every time, so I'm just gonna go with Nova reads them off. But there's one title that is especially interesting: Starfaring Saviors.
This track is very dear to my heart, as this album would not exist without my starfaring saviors. I hope you all enjoy this track as much as I've enjoyed writing it.
She looks straight into the camera, almost as if she can see us, and winks. Vela immediately turns to the rest of us.
Wait a second. Do you think that song is about us?
She did say to be on the lookout for her next single.
Of course it's about us. Who else could it be?
I've never had a song about me before.
Neither have I, but it feels pretty good, doesn't it?
Well, default to the second option. Sure does. I am ready to accept all the glory and fame that comes with it. Kai nods excitedly.
That sounds good to me.
Noah shares a few more tidbits about the rest of the album. When it's time to wrap up the live stream, she waves to the camera once more.
Goodbye, my lovelies. Thank you for always supporting me, and I promise I will talk to you again soon.
Hold on, is there an... Okay, never mind. I thought I read something wrong. She finishes with a wink, and the feed transitions to a page with all of her social media links.
After all that Nova went through, I'm glad she's doing well again.
Me too.
Was that ever in question? I knew she'd bounce right back.
Kai and Vela share their predictions on what the song will be like, with Luna interjecting every so often. Iris and I are happy to listen in. If the excitement winds down, Iris looks at the time.
I should head out while the shops are still open.
What are you buying?
New equipment for our armory. It's about time we made some upgrades, given our last unexpected encounter.
Yeah, that raider. But if it weren't for the raiders, we wouldn't even know more about Luna, right?
Do you want me to come with you? I have some knowledge with combat gear that may prove to be useful.
Yeah, and she's more open with combat now. As seen in
That
the...
would be great, Luna.
Yeah, as seen...
Thanks.
I'm sorry. As seen in the last part where she discussed about our tactics during the security detail in the mansion. I'm not sure whether if my boys have interrupted her.
That would be great, Luna. Thanks.
Okay, moving on. Luna links arms with Iris.
Of course. And we can do some other shopping as well.
That would be nice, but only if we can fit it into the schedule.
We'll find a way. Now let's go.
Okay, so our personal time would be spent elsewhere then, I suppose. Iris smiles at Luna and leads her towards the exit. Kai pushes himself to his feet.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious where I'm off to.
Getting numbers again. Wait, gravity jumping? I thought you did gravity jumping. Oh wait. Oh yeah, it's more of like gravity jumping after each mission rather than going to each planet.
You got it.
I feel my stomach turning already.
Should I spare you the invite?
Why not? That's probably for the best. He chuckles and then turns to Vela.
You in, Vey?
Do you even need to ask?
Kai grins and the two of them run off. Maybe in the next run I pick the athletic trait. and then just when I'm doing the Vela run, I may as well get some of my chores and errands out of the way first. I push myself to my feet and then head back to my room. I spend some time tidying up my room and doing laundry, then I check my emails and messages and make sure I'm responding to everyone I need to. Afterwards, I take a short break to browse on my phone until my laundry is done. I fold and put my clothes away, and then I relax on my bed to browse on my phone again. Suddenly, I hear a knock on the door. Loading. Oh, Luna. Okay, will we have some time with you now? I open the door and see Luna smiling at me. She offers me a short wave.
Hi there.
Hey.
Are you busy?
Nope, I'm free. What's up?
I've been tasked with testing out the new equipment we just bought, and I'm in need of an assistant.
And you think I might be the best man for the job? She grins in confirmation and I smile. So, what have I signed up for?
Oh, just a little QA to make sure all the new tools are in tip-top shape. They're already in the sim room.
Huh?
We have to scan everything into the VR console first.
Ah, right. I sometimes forget just how versatile the simulation room is. It can also be used as a virtual testing ground so we can safely familiarize ourselves with any new weapons or equipment.
Ready to go?
I nod and follow Luna out of the corridor and into the hall. When we reach the sim room, I see a neat stack of boxes in the corner and we get started right away. Luna opens up one box and I start with another. One by one, we each scan the items into the console. You guys have a pretty good haul. Voice crack.
Never underestimate the power of a good shopping spree.
Some of these must have been hard to find, like this taser. I pull the weapon out of the box and admire it. This specific model is a hidden gem. Although it looks plain, it has extended range even when set to the highest shock setting. It takes an expert to pick this over one. It takes an expert to pick this over one of the flashiest stun guns. Luna nods.
You have a good eye.
I bet this was one of your recommendations. She grins.
And you know me so well.
I chuckle as I scan the item into the system. The next item I pull out is an EMP grenade.
That is one of Iris's. She didn't want to be caught unaware again, especially after seeing how effective these were during our last encounter.
That's smart. I scan the EMP grenade as well, and then I check the box for the next item. I bet there's some really weird shit in there, right? It's a pair of restraints. We all know where this might go, right? What? Oh wait. Oh, we sounded normal. We reacted normal than we should have. Whoa, this is that newly released model. Full digital interface, reinforced locking mechanisms, and tamper-proof. These are supposed to be impossible to escape from. Luna giggles.
You're correct that they're the top of the line. However, I wouldn't say that they're impossible to escape from.
I look skeptical. Experts have already run test scenarios and did not find a single vulnerability. I don't think anyone can escape from these.
Maybe not just anyone, but I can.
She flashes me a confident smile. I know Luna has some next level skills, but these are meant to be flawless. I bet she'll have. I can't speak. I bet even she'll have trouble getting out of them. What if these cuffs were on you right now?
Then I'd be out of them just as fast as you put them on.
Okay, time for the weird shit to happen, I suppose. That sounds like a challenge. Yeah, you know what we're gonna do. I hold up the restraints. Then I hope you're ready. Grinning, Luna holds her hands behind her back and gestures for me to come over.
Go ahead.
I snap the cuffs around her wrists, making sure they are snug and tight. Kinda have missed an opportunity to play the role of a cop and say you have the right to remain silent or something like that.
Now turn around and no peeking.
I shrug and turn around. It doesn't matter if I watch or not. I know she's not getting out of those. There is some light shuffling and then a pair of handcuffs dangle in front of my face. I roll around and face Luna's smug smile. She drops the restraints into my hands.
Oh dear. So much for impossible.
My jaw drops as I gawk at Luna. How did you do that?
Skillfully.
She smiles coyly and winks. Let's go with default always. What the heck? There's no way she's supposed to get out. I bet she did some sort of illusion or trickery. I don't know how you did that, but you must have cheated somehow. Luna giggles.
I'm unsure how I could cheat a piece of equipment. It's not a game with rules that can be broken.
I inspect the restraints in my hands. The cuffs aren't set to the highest security setting. I bet that's why you're able to get out.
The security settings will make no difference. But we can certainly put that theory to the test if you like.
I nod and motion for Luna to turn around. With a grin, she does and places her hands behind her back. Once again, I snap the handcuffs around her wrists. This time I double check to make sure they are both super tight and on the correct setting. When I'm satisfied, I take a step back.
Don't forget to turn around.
I won't. I spin around, but a thought crosses my mind. Luna's back faces me, so she won't know if I decide to sneak a look. And I'm dying to know how she does it. Let me guess, she dislocated her wrist or her thumb just to do that, and we get horrified if we do turn around. Take a peek. Slowly and quietly, I turn around. Immediately, I lock eyes with Luna, whose hands are still behind her back. She smiles and tuts me shamefully.
Tisk tisk. No peeking. Turn around.
Okay, I don't think we'll ever... No. Basically, I think that's trade secret at this point. I roll on my heel, my heart racing. How did she know I was going to look? I hear the same soft shuffling before the cuffs are placed in my hands again. What? Seriously? Luna giggles.
I told you it wouldn't make a difference.
Okay, there's definitely something more at play here. If the cuffs themselves aren't the deterrent, then she must be doing something else to get out of them. I think I figured it out. You have way too much freedom of mobility.
Didn't you put the handcuffs on the highest setting? The restraints can't get any tighter.
I shake my head. No, I mean the rest of you. You still have the use of your arms, torso, hips, legs, and feet. You must have been doing some sort of crazy contortionist thing to get the cuffs off. Yeah. I think the most simplest part is just dislocating the thumb, like I see, but I'm not sure how realistic that is. She blinks and then giggles.
Oh my, your imagination sure is healthy. Even if you limited my mobility, the results would be the same.
Oh, now she's asking for it. I'll believe it when I see it.
Then I'll be more than happy to show you.
Oh yeah, it's on now. Luna gets back into position and I snap the cuffs into place. I triple check them before I head into the same room storage closet. Rummaging through all the gym equipment, I find a climbing rope. Yeah, we all know this is where this is going now. This is perfect. Luna raises her brow when I return, but otherwise makes no move to stop me. I immediately set to working binding her feet and arms, and then loop the ropes around her chest and body. I'm taking no chances this time. Luna's eyes sparkle as she watches me with amusement.
You are surprisingly good at this. Is this what you're into?
Yeah, we all know. We all know where this is going, right? She winks. Are you projecting? Yeah, she. It's either the second one or the fourth one. Fourth one. It sounds like someone is projecting here.
If I recall, you suggested tying me up.
Maybe so, but you seem to be enjoying it. She smiles.
Now who's projecting?
I meet her gaze and a blush flushes my face. Shh! No more distractions. After a final giggle, Luna quiets down and allows me to work. I pull extra hard on the knots, ensuring everything is secure and tight. When I'm done, Luna can't even shimmy her shoulders. I take a step back to admire my work. There's no way she's escaping this. CG? Yeah! Luna looks up at me and my breath catches in my throat. Seeing her in this pose, fully restrained, with the ropes digging into her porcelain skin, she looks strangely vulnerable. Take a second to admire this. Woo! Is that enough? Yeah, let's move on. I feel a heat rise within me and I don't think it's just heat, right? And as she gazes up at me, the heat crawls up my neck and burns my face. Luna, however, is unfazed. Her eyes glint with a confidence that somehow still sparks my imagination. She grins and I briefly wonder if she knows exactly what she's doing to me.
You know the drill.
Right, we're doing this for a reason. I push away my thoughts and refocus. Turn around and don't peek. She smiles and waits expectantly, so I turn around. My curiosity is on fire, and I have to know what Luna will do this time. Turning around was too blatant, but I have a subtler idea in mind. Carefully, I pull up my phone and pretend to check it, when in actuality, I point the camera behind me so I can watch her. Luna remains in place. She doesn't move at all and stays still for a bit of time. Did I finally win? Ha! I knew it! You can't escape! At the sound of my voice, Luna stares directly into the camera and smiles.
Oh, I'm actually just waiting for you to stop your amateur recording for your personal collection.
Huh? Huh? When my brain catches up, my face goes red. I was just trying to see how she escapes, but from her angle, it definitely looks like I was trying to record her for a personal memento. Well, it could be... She could be right in a way. Embarrassed at both the misunderstanding and getting caught, I still tried to play it cool and laugh it off. Oh, sorry. I was just checking something on my phone, but we're all good now. Well, we could just snap a pic, right? I quickly tuck my phone away and focus my attention in front of me. I listen for signs of noise, but somehow she's even quieter than before. Before I know it, Luna calls out to me.
Okay, now you can look.
I spin around. Luna is on her feet, with the rope in one hand, the handcuffs in another. She escaped that too? I'm so impressed that I almost want to clap. I know when I have been bested, and this is one of those times. Okay, I'm out of ideas, and I'll admit defeat. I guess you can really escape from anything. Luna giggles, her eyes flashing playfully.
Well, perhaps not anything. There are certain binding techniques which even I can't get out of.
Oh, really? Like how? Okay, we kind of... It's that... I have no words. I'm basically speechless right now. I have no idea what to react anymore.
I'll save that demonstration for a later date.
In the bedroom? Right, in the bedroom? that kind of bedroom binding technique. Yeah, she winks. This. I have never wanted it to be later more than I do now.
Just remember that good things come to those who wait.
Then I must be strong. Luna giggles.
Well, that was certainly an entertaining break. But for now, perhaps we better get back to work.
I nod. I nearly forgot why we were here. We both refocus on the task at hand, and I scan the handcuffs into the system. We continue to filter through the weapons and equipment. Iris and Luna made sure to purchase high quality items, and I'm looking forward to adding everything to our repository. Soon we catalog all of the items into the boxes. When that's done, we shut down the VR scanner, and she turns to me.
Thanks for your help today, Assistant.
Happy to assist. She giggles.
Now that everything has been logged, I'll take the boxes down to the armory for storage.
Do you want help with that too? She shakes her head.
You've done more than enough already, and it's getting late now.
I quickly check the time and blink. I had no idea we spent so long in here. Time flies when you're having fun. The job will be faster with two people. Besides, what kind of assistant refuses to assist? I grin and she smiles.
Assist away then.
Together we move the boxes down into the armory. With two people, we only need to make a couple trips. Afterwards, we walk back through the corridor until we reach the quarters. We pause in front of Luna's room.
Thank you again for today.
It's no problem.
I hope we'll get to do that again.
What, the binding part? She winks. What does that wink mean? No, don't pretend you don't know. Is she talking about the logging the equipment or our testing session? Obviously, it's the latter, right? Which part? She pretends to think about her answer before shrugging.
Let's go with yes.
Yeah, this is the second time someone answered with yes. The first time being, I think, well, the one I obviously remember was the last episode where Iris just answered with yes. Now I'm even more curious. Luna giggles at my reaction. We say our goodnights and then Luna slips into her room. I walk a few doors down until I reach mine. I yawn widely as I get ready for the night, and then I eagerly slide into bed where I soon drift off to sleep. So let's check. Okay, it's only been almost half an hour. So let's just proceed. I wake up to the crack of the intercom and Iris calling for a meeting in the lounge. That probably means our next mission is lined up. I hop out of bed and quickly get myself ready for the day. Then I make way to the lounge. Iris is already there reviewing notes on her tablet, and Kai lounges in a chair sipping from a mug. I get comfortable, and once Vela and Luna arrives, Iris gets started.
Good morning. Our next mission is ready to go.
Our heads bob in affirmation.
This one is a little different from our usual requests. It comes directly from Polaris.
I blink in surprise. Why would Polaris need or even want help from mercenaries?
They want to crack down on border smuggling, and mercenary ships attract much less attention than Polaris patrol ships.
Well, considering we just did at least 2 smuggling runs. Well, how the tables have turned. I can't be the only person who appreciates the irony. Does Polaris realize that they're hiring the same people who are part of the problem? Kai laughs.
This is the craziest thing I've heard in a while.
How would we be able to help Polaris? Surely we don't have the authority to arrest anyone who comes by.
Well, she pronounced the location differently.
You're correct. Polaris will be handling all activities. They have an advanced scanner which will identify their targets, and they need us to host it on Eidos. will be posted along the borders in reported zones, and all we have to do is ensure the scanner gets them the evidence they need.
Oh, that sounds straightforward. Iris nods. Vela pauses, musing.
You know, this might be the only time we'd get access to one of those advanced scanners. Depending on how long it's on our ship, I could find its vulnerabilities for our own benefit down the road.
It's a good thought. However, I'm positive they'll have sophisticated anti-hacking measures in place. Plus, getting caught illegally tampering with Polaris tech would not end well for anyone.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Vela grins bashfully.
I got a little too excited about the scanner and didn't think that one through.
I couldn't hurt to try, right? It might benefit for our future missions as well. Luna smiles.
It's good to know you have the skills to do that if we're ever in a similar situation.
Right.
Since we have to travel to the borders, it's best that we fly soon. How long do we need to prep? Can we fly out ASAP?
Vela nods.
That shouldn't be a problem.
I'm ready as well.
Great. Then let's get prepped. Kai, I'll give you the coordinates.
With the meeting dismissed, everyone disperses and heads to their stations. The ship is abuzz with energy as we prepare for flight, and we soon take off. We travel for some time, but as we are flying within Polaris space, our journey is smooth. Kai and I are each able to take a break, and when I'm back at the controls, I bring us to our destination. Iris checks in with her contact and picks up the scanner. Then we transport it onto the Eidos. Once all systems are connected, we are given the green light to proceed. Vela is tasked with managing the scanner, while Luna assists as it's a complicated system. Iris continues to coordinate with the client, and we're soon sent our first we're soon sent our first coordinates. Kai navigates while I fly, and we arrive swiftly. It would be ironic if we arrive at the area that we used to run away from the patrol. Okay, apparently there's no mention on it, so I'm pretty sure it's another part of space. Then we wait for the scanner to do its thing. Once our contact has the intel they need from the passing ships, we are sent to a new location. Occasionally, we cross paths with speeding Polaris patrol ships, which undoubtedly are going to make arrests and seizures. We go through about half of the listed coordinates before we're done for the day. To keep the operation covert, we are only working during hours of heightened smuggling activity. Through the comms, Iris dismisses us from duty, and I guide our ship to the nearest space station where we can dock until our shift tomorrow. I don't know why I read that wrong or read that weird. Afterwards, I go to my room for a much needed break. I flop onto my bed and allow myself time to decompress. Maybe I should check in with Celeste and see how she's doing. Did she have her outing yet? Rolling onto my back, I head over to my desk and call my sister. When the line connects, I stick my phone into the communicator and see Celeste's smiling face.
Hey there, big bro. Did you finally remember your dear sister?
Default to Celery, calling her Celery. Yes, I'll never forget how important I can't read things today. Yes, and I'll never forget how important my celery is.
Okay. I'll let that slide this time because of how cute the sentiment is. What's up?
Nothing really. We're in the middle of a multi-day mission, and I thought I'd see how things are going with you.
Things are great.
Did you already have a day out?
Yeah. After you mentioned the cat cafe, I looked and I found one nearby.
Imagine we chose the strip club. I wonder what? Maybe she will just dismiss that answer and we pick again or something, or she'll choose another answer by default. How was it?
Well, it was really fun, but different from what you had described.
What do you mean?
Well, there weren't any cats. But there were a lot of girls dressed up as cats.
She went to the wrong one. What was this place called?
Necomania. Cute name, right?
I think I can see where the mix-up occurred.
The cafe was very popular, and they were understaffed that day. So when I went in, I think the owner thought I was a new hire because he gave me a uniform and told me to put it on.
Did you?
Yeah, because I felt bad for the girls. I was going to help out and work too, but then their actual new hire showed up, and the misunderstanding got cleared up. The owner felt bad and said I could keep the uniform to make it up to me.
Did you take a pic? Or can you change? I want to see my sister in a cute cat outfit. Or will that sound weird? I don't know. I don't have siblings. I narrow my eyes. Something does not add up here. What manager assumes a random person is a new hire and gives them a uniform without checking? He clearly had ulterior motives. Did anything happen after you put on the uniform? Celeste blinks and cocks her head to the side.
What do you mean by that?
You know, did anyone take any pictures or... Her face crinkles in confusion.
Huh? No! Why would they do that?
For reasons. What ended up happening?
Oh, well, it turns out the new hire was just late. And when she showed up, the owner apologized.
Oh, I see. Huh. I guess it really was just a misunderstanding.
What exactly did you think happened?
Nothing. I smile. Well, it sounds like you had a good time anyway.
I did. And even though I went out alone, I didn't feel nervous or anything.
That's great. Soon you'll be navigating the city like a pro.
I hope so. I think I should be getting more flexible outdoor privileges soon. From what I heard, the data looks good. But they still have more tests to run and research to do.
That's really amazing, Celeste.
I think so too. I don't want to get my hopes up too soon though, since they're still being cautious about my allotted hours outdoors.
Right. You'll still have to be a little patient for now. She smiles and nods. Suddenly, Celeste looks behind her.
Sorry, but the nurses are here. I have to go.
That's okay. We can talk again later. She nods again, still grinning.
You'll have to fill me in on your missions next time.
Will do. She waves goodbye and then the line disconnects. I've noticed a huge difference in Celeste. She's much more positive and upbeat, with a renewed energy. I'm so glad we opt for this treatment, and I'm hopeful that things will continue to tread positively. I feel a yawn come over me. I better get some rest before we're back to work. After a quick change of clothes, I crawl into bed and soon fall asleep. So how long we've been? It's only been 20 more minutes, or like just 8 minutes actually. So yeah, it's just like 8 minutes past the half-hour mark. I wake up to the sound of my alarm and roll out of bed. It's just about time for our next shift. After getting ready, I head straight for the bridge and begin flight preparations. Kain joins in a few minutes later. Today, Iris joins Luna and Vela in engineering. We receive new specifications regarding the scanner, and it involves even more complex handling. Iris is needed to directly relay the instructions from our contact. Per usual, Kai receives the coordinates from Iris and I fly the Eidos to our destination. After we arrive, the rest of the team works on the scanner, while Kai and I wait for additional instructions. He leans back in his chair as he checks his phone. Suddenly, he sits straight up.
Hey, did you see this?
What?
It's an article about that security job we did.
You mean with the rich guys at the party? Kai nods. I thought that was a shut and closed case.
Yeah, it turns out the guy actually sold that NFT to his brother.
He pauses while reading and then he laughs.
Get a load of this. They reached out to the father for his thoughts on this deal, and all he said was, quote,
Wait, what? I thought we knew this. Yeah, the brother gave him the empty check, so technically it's...
Get a load of this. They reached out to the father for his thoughts on this deal, and all he said was, quote,
Oh, this is quote. I never knew that, but yeah. But I thought we already knew this part.
Does it matter? It's all my money anyway.
NFTs should have never been a thing. Yeah, it's basically paying lots of money for a JPEG file. that's the truth of it, right? Or it could be just partial truth, and you can literally just screenshot that. I still don't understand how the NFTs even became a thing. How did this even wait, what? How did this even take off? It's just a meaningless registration of ownership over a digital piece of artwork.
What a shame. I already bought you an NFT for your birthday.
Kai grins and I grin back. Great! I can sell that to some rich suckers for a ton of credits!
And now you're a part of the NFT scheme.
Well, if you can't beat them, take advantage of them. Kai laughs.
Spoken like a true NFT peddler.
The system beeps and new coordinates show up on our display.
Oh, time to get back to work.
I nod. Kai tucks his phone away and maps the new coordinates right before I fly us over. We complete all our tasks with ease and breeze through the remaining coordinates. When we're finished, Iris directs Kai to navigate us to the nearest planet so we can resupply. He does so and I park us in the docks. Afterwards, Iris calls a team meeting. We all gather in the lounge where she distributes the credits. Then she smiles.
Thanks for another job well done, everyone.
Kai grins.
Another straightforward and well-paying mission. Keep them coming, please.
I'll do my best.
After our last string of challenging missions, it's nice to catch a break.
It's definitely been pleasant so far.
That's what happens when you move up in the world. You end up getting paid more while doing less.
Vela instantly nods in agreement.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
Luna giggles and Iris smiles.
I don't know about that, but I do know that you've all earned yourselves another well-deserved break.
I know exactly what I want to do next.
Vela fights off a yawn.
Although, maybe I'll save it for tomorrow.
It is late, and I'm sure we could all use some rest.
Iris nods.
We'll resupply here while I secure our next mission. Enjoy your time off. I'll see you all tomorrow.
Once we're dismissed, we all head back to our respective rooms. I get ready for the night and crawl into bed, where I soon fall asleep. So that's another day, and it's only been 5 minutes, approximately. I wake up feeling refreshed the next morning and excited to start the day. It's always interesting to explore a new planet. Even though we're still in Polaris, I haven't traveled out of the central zones very often. I'm looking forward to what this planet has to offer. I know Luna always takes the opportunity to go planet side. Maybe we can do some exploring together. Free time, right? Come on. I find Luna in the kitchen. When I enter, she quickly tries to hide what she's doing. Sorry, am I interrupting? She relaxes into a laugh and shakes her head.
Nope. I was just hoping to surprise you.
Yeah, she's in an outing outfit. Oh, surprise me with what? She steps aside to review a half-made sushi roll. Sushi? She nods.
Since our last picnic was interrupted, I thought we could try again.
Yeah, we literally took 2 bites of sushi.
And as an added bonus, This time we won't have to pretend to be a couple.
I thought we were at the time. She smiles. What a thoughtful gesture. Default to the second option. Well, it's a good thing we had so much practice as a couple now, because now we can put what we've learned into action.
And what exactly did we learn?
You have to go on this picnic to find out. I tap my nose knowingly and Luna giggles. Is there anything I can do to help?
As soon as I finish these, we'll be ready. Do you want to pack a couple of beverages?
I can do that. I pull a couple of options from the fridge and place them into the basket. Once Luna packs the food, we head off of the ship and into the nearest transport station. It's a short ride before we reach the park. Because the weather is nice, the park is busy with people and wildlife. I see squirrels dart between trees, waving their fluffy tails, and I hear birds chirp among the branches. Hold on. There's even a family of ducks swimming in the lake, much to the excitement of the nearby children. We spread the blanket across the grass and settle down. Luna pulls 2 containers from the blanket and opens them to reveal a set of neatly rolled sushi. I think I'm getting deja vu. Luna giggles.
It wouldn't be a very good recreation otherwise.
That's true. Let's hope that this time we'll be able to properly enjoy these.
Let's dig in then.
She doesn't have to tell me twice. I reach for a roll and pop it in my mouth. The flavor hits my tongue and I sigh happily. Oh wow, you made this extra delicious. Luna smiles.
I'm happy you approve.
The sushi is so good that I pop them in my mouth in quick succession. Luna eats more slowly, nibbling on her rolls. Although the park is busy, it's quiet in our corner. We're finally getting our quality couples time together. Until a lone white goose waddles over. He cocks his head curiously at our picnic, blinking dark eyes.
Why, hello, little goose. Do you want to join our picnic?
The goose continues to blink at her. With a giggle, Luna breaks open her roll and offers the goose a tiny bit of rice, which the animal eagerly gobbles up. What was that game again? I forgot the game, but basically I think the goose is part of the really... I don't know what that game was called. I want to say it's like Goat Simulator, but Goose, 2D Goose version. Is it Goose Simulator? Untitled Goose Game? Is that it? Ah, it is. I think it's... I'm pretty sure it's that. If they're referencing that game, I'm pretty sure that's it. If they're not, well, that's just a coincidence, I suppose. The goose waddles himself over to Luna and snuggles against her.
Aww.
I guess I'm not the only one you've won over with your cooking. She gives the animal a pat on the head, and the goose fluffs his feathers. He makes himself comfortable next to Luna. I reach for another roll, but the goose immediately snaps at me. Whoa. He jumps up and opens his wings before charging at me. Scrambling to my feet, I jump back, just in time to avoid his beak. He continues to chase me until I'm fully off the blanket. Once satisfied, he waddles back to his spot beside Luna. I tentatively step closer, and I'm forced back again. This freaking goose!
Hey now, Mr. Goose. There's room for all of us, isn't there?
Luna places a comforting hand on the goose's head and he relaxes into her touch. I take this opportunity to step back onto the blanket, but the goose jumps out of Luna's arms and charges me until I'm off again. This is getting ridiculous now. I will not be bested by this simple beast. Honk! If you can beat them, join them. Honk! Honk. Honk. What am I doing? Honk. Honk? Will this keep looping? Honk. Honk. Okay, I thought it would be an endless loop. How many times did we do it? 1, 2. Wait, what? Next. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. A total of 7 times. Yeah, I think the first 2 is without the options, but yeah, we chose that options literally 5 times, right? Okay, let's just Luna smiles. Let me just triple check. Yeah, first option, second option, third option, fourth option, fifth option. Yeah, we choose the Hulk option literally 5 fucking times.
You two had quite the conversation.
Yeah. Although I guess he's done talking now. A moment later, he comes back with a twig, which he gently places around Luna. He adds more twigs and some grass too.
He's busy building a lovely nest.
Well, that backfired. I encouraged him rather than discouraged. We can go all of the options before pressing this one. Feed the goose to yeah, let's go it in order. The goose became attached to Luna after she fed him, which means he must be food motivated. I bet he'll be friendly towards me if I do the same. Cautiously, I sneak some rice out of a roll and offer it to the goose. Here you go, Mr. Goose. A peace offering. The goose blinks at me. He waddles closer to inspect the food, then nips it out of my hand. While he's happily munching, I take a step on the blanket. The goose charges me again, chasing me off the blanket and stands guard. I look at Luna. I don't understand. It worked when you did it. Luna shrugs, giggling.
Perhaps I just have that magic touch.
I could use a little bit of that magic touch right now.
Oh my! Not in front of the goose!
Smiling playfully, she pretends to shield the goose's ears. Well, this didn't work. Yeah, let's go through it in order. Make myself big and scare the goose away. I know what to do. I have to be more intimidating. And to do that, I need to make myself into a bigger, angrier target. I puff myself up and wave my arms all around me, taking up as much space as I can. Next, I begin pounding on my chest while hopping back and forth on my legs, kicking them out one by one for good measure. Get away from my woman. The goose remains immobile. He doesn't even shake a feather. Now we look stupid. Wow, he wasn't intimidated in the slightest.
If it's any consolation, I was certainly impressed by some of those moves. Who knew you were so ferocious?
She winks. I appreciate Luna's attempt to save my pride. Now I just need to think of another way to get this goose out of the picture. Intimidate the goose in my angry glare, which, yeah, all of this might not work. I cross my arms, locking eyes with the goose, and shoot him my most dangerous glare. The goose steps up to the challenge and stares back. Neither of us move. Soon my eyes are burning, but I refuse to back down. I push through the pain. I have to do this for Luna! The goose stares impassively until finally he breaks eye contact. I cheer as the goose waddles off. He He grabs a small twig and places it around Luna. Then he adds some grass and more twigs to the pile. Ha! He looked away! I am victorious! Luna raises an amused brow and gestures to the growing nest around her.
He may have looked away, but are you certain you're the victorious one?
The goose still got my girl. Damn. Maybe I celebrated a little too early. I better think of something else before this goose finishes building his nest. I wonder, because I spoiled myself regarding one dialogue with Iris in her route, I don't know whether this goose will appear in all of the routes, because this is not something that, because I'm just basing this off of one of Iris's line from during one of her routes. So yeah, I basically spoiled that, but basically with that context, I have a feeling that this goose might appear in the other two runs or the other two routes. Just gonna put this out there, but I'm not entirely sure. Or maybe it's just like a coincidence that Iris said a specific line. I have a stun gun. The easiest solution is right in my holster. If I stun the goose, then I can safely remove him from our picnic. That's cruel, man. As soon as I reach into my holster, Luna's eyes grow wide, and she engulfs the goose in her arms.
What do you think you're doing?
I wasn't going to hurt it.
I should hope not. Especially because I won't be won over by violence.
Right.
Also, using a weapon in a public park is illegal and would most certainly get a person arrested.
I quickly remove my hand from my hip. Honestly, what was I thinking? Those are some very good points that you have brought up. Luna sets the goose down. Now that I'm over my momentarily lapse in judgment, I can think of an even better solution. One that won't get me arrested. This goose is relentless. I don't know what more I can do. I don't think this goose is going anywhere. We might have a permanent guest.
We just need the right incentive for him.
Like what? I've already tried all of my ideas.
Perhaps we should help him rejoin his goose friends.
That sounds great, but where are his friends?
Right behind you.
Huh? I spin around and see a gaggle of geese by the lake. Have they been there this whole time? Luna nods. And you're just bringing it up now?
You were very determined to best this goose. And I was determined to watch you do so.
She grins and winks. I don't know if I should be flattered or embarrassed.
I thought it was a very worthy performance.
Well, I'll take that. Luna giggles, then she pushes herself to her feet. Wherever she moves, the goose follows closely behind. I remain a generous distance away to avoid the snapping beak, but still manage to keep pace. When we're near the family of geese, Luna pauses. She pats a new friend on the head.
Thank you for the lovely day. But you should go be with your friends now.
At first, the goose is resistant. He blinks at Luna's, urging, but doesn't budge. Intrigued by the noise, a smaller goose splits from the family and waddles towards us to investigate. Luna's goose faces the newcomer and blinks. The two geese flap their wings excitedly before and waddle off together. They jump into the lake and swim with the rest of their flock. Luna takes my hand and rests her head on my shoulder, sighing happily.
Aww. All's well that ends well. I will miss my feathered friend, but I'm sure he will make some goose very happy.
Yep. She turns to look at me.
That was certainly an interesting turn of events, wasn't it? We had another unexpected visitor.
honk! This. Honk! Luna pulls back, startled.
Are you feeling alright? The goose has already left.
That was for you, so you wouldn't miss him too much. Did you think it was cute?
It is when the geese do it, but it's cuter when you use your words.
Noted.
Now that the excitement is over, should we return to our picnic?
I nod. That sounded like a great idea. I'm looking forward to eating our shoes. I can't breathe. I'm looking forward to eating our sushi in peace. Luna and I return to our blanket, which is thankfully undisturbed, and we pick up where we left off. I reopen. That was so funny, the encounter. I reopen the container and grin at the remaining rolls before happily popping one into my mouth. Still delicious. Luna smells in response and finishes off her own roll. As I reach for a second one, a moving shape catches the corner of my eye. It soon comes into view, materializing into an energetic puppy, and it races straight towards Luna. Oh no, not this. This feels like an ass thing to do. Assert my dominance. Oh heck no, there is no chance I'm dealing with another Goose saga. I think I need to show this dog that I am a force to be reckoned with. Before Luna can greet the puppy, I grab her wrist and pull her into me. She falls against my chest, pink-cheeked and wide-eyed, and I easily catch her in my arms. As she looks up at me with surprise, I place my hands on either side of her face and lead her lips towards mine until they meet with an electric passion. I pour my hunger and adoration into the kiss and feel Luna melt into me, deepening our desire.
Wow, PDA much? This is a public park, not a love hotel.
We break apart at the sound of the voice and stare into the eyes of a stocky, angry woman with a haircut that just screams for a manager. So there's no, I don't care. She indignantly scoops up her dog and shoots us one more glare before stomping away, muttering under her breath about kids these days and finding a park ranger. So yeah, that is a win-lose situation, but I don't care. I don't care what she thinks. Even as the dog is helplessly carried away, I lock my gaze with him and smirk, staring him down until he's out of view. That showed him. When I look back at Luna, her cheeks are flushed. She flashes me a curious grin.
While I'm certainly not complaining, what brought that on?
I wanted to stop that dog before I even tried anything. I'm not putting up with another rival, no matter how cute they may look. Luna giggles.
Well, your defense was certainly effective.
Now that we're alone again, should we get back to it? She grins and nods, and I plop another sushi roll into my mouth. We managed to finish the rest of our meal without interruption. Although I scrutinize every squirrel and bird that comes near us. Afterwards, Luna leans her head on my shoulder, and we watch the sun dip in the horizon.
It's getting late now. Perhaps we should pack up?
Yeah, good idea. We pack up our empty containers and fold up our blankets. The park is nearly empty now as everyone heads home for the evening. You know what would be even funnier? If we choose the option to... where is it? If we choose the other option, I have an idea that the Karen would still appear anyway and she'll say something stupid again. But yeah, I don't know what might happen, but maybe we can make another run, but maybe not. But we can also try, and I think once the main 3 runs are over, I want to check whether if I missed any CGs. If we do, I'm just gonna go through every single potential route again that I might have missed in certain runs, like certain options that I haven't picked before. About is yeah, I think I read that. We take the short ride back to the docks and head back on the Eidos. Luna and I clean up the remnants of our picnic in the kitchen and put everything away. Afterwards, I walked Luna to her quarters. We arrived just in time to see Kai and Iris enter the captain's quarters together. They're both deep in what looks like a serious conversation, and I catch a glimpse of a small wooden box in Iris's hand before the door shuts. This is the first time I've seen those two talking so seriously, but I'm unconcerned. After all, they have a close friendship. We pause by Luna's door, and she smiles up at me.
Thank you for coming out with me today. I would still consider this picnic a success, even if we ended up having a couple of unexpected guests.
Okay, the animation is weird. Me too. But maybe next time we go for another activity. Somewhere in the city. Away from nature. Luna giggles.
I'll look forward to that.
Until then, have a good night.
You too.
She kisses me softly before slipping into her room. I return to my own room and get ready for the evening. Although we had a pretty exciting day with so many animal visitors, what stands out in my mind is how natural we felt together. I know I can be myself around Luna, and I can tell she feels just as comfortable around me. It's tough falling asleep, but eventually my eyes close and I drift off into blissful dreams. How long have we been? Do I want to continue though? I can continue? Yeah, let's make one more day. Let's continue for this one more day, and then we can probably end the episode unless this day goes by really quick. When I wake up, it is already late in the morning. I feel fully rested and ready to start the day. I slide out of bed and begin my morning ritual. When I'm brushing my teeth, the intercom crackles with an announcement from Iris to meet in the lounge. You must have another mission ready to go. I quickly finish up and then head towards the lounge. Iris and Luna are already there, and I nod to them in greeting before taking a seat. A moment later, Kai arrives with Vela a few steps behind him. Once everyone gets settled, Iris addresses to the group.
I've secured our next mission.
Our heads all bob into nods.
Another straightforward one, I hope.
Iris nods.
It's a standard transport run.
Very nice. Those are usually pretty easy.
Where will we be going?
Our client has requested transport of machinery parts to a free world station.
Iris shares a few more details about the parts where we are picking up and the drop off. All sounds very typical. Afterwards, she glances at me.
The cargo is being hauled in now. How soon can we fly?
As soon as it's all on board.
Excellent. Then let's get prepped and get going.
Dismissed, we disperse into our respective stations and get ready for flight. Kai and I head to the bridge. He inputs the destination coordinates given by Iris and plots our flight path, while I prep for the controls and turn on the engines. Once we have confirmation of the parts, the engine hums to life and we're in flight. The travel is smooth and easy. I take my break first and catch up on my rest. Afterwards, I take back controls and relieve Kai. He has just enough time for a full break before we reach the station. Thankfully, with no incidents. After I dock the ship, Iris requests that Kai and I retrieve the cargo while she meets with the client. The cargo is large and bulky, and it takes some effort for us to secure it onto the hand trolley. We wheel the cargo out of the cargo bay just as Iris walks back to us.
Are we good to go?
Okay, the first time we've seen this background, although we keep seeing the daytime version of this background, whenever we load the game, then it suddenly goes back to where we left off. I don't know why that save keeps that issue or bug keeps happening, but yeah, maybe I should send a report, but normally I wouldn't send if it doesn't affect my gameplay too much. Yeah, the only 2 reports I sent was the one that during the kidnapping scene where we got stuck, and the other one which is back at Luna's house. Yeah, the rest I don't have much issues, but basically I'm guessing it won't be just me that will be reporting regarding the bugs of the voice lines and text. But yeah, I'm seeing similar reports regarding what I pointed out in some of the bug reporting channels in their Discord, of course. So yeah, let's continue. She nods.
Everything went as expected. The client is ready for you.
This feels like another day, though. Got it. She points out to where we need to go, and Kai and I head off. True to Iris's instructions, we cross through the docks until we see the rendezvous spot. There's a woman waiting for us. She has long brown hair tied into a loose ponytail, and a pair of glasses sits on her nose. She fidgets in place. I get the impression she's nervous, which strikes me as unusual. As soon as Kai sees her, he freezes. The trolley stutters, but I keep it steady. You good? His jaw sets, but he nods. By this point, the client spots us. She offers a hesitant smile and waves us over. I gesture in acknowledgement and then nudge Kai. His gaze never leaves the woman as he very reluctantly steps forward. Kai is always friendly and charming, especially when there's a woman involved. So I have no idea where this stone-faced hesitation is coming from. Lighten the mood, default to the second option. I lean into Kai and flash him a joking grin. I never thought I'd see the day when a woman could turn even the great Kai speechless. Kai forces out a short laugh.
If you only knew the extent of it.
Huh? My smile droops in confusion. Droops or drop, I'm not sure but what word they're going for, but regardless, what does that mean? Does he know her or something? At this point, we close the distance with the client. Before Kai can answer, she addresses him instead.
Hey, Kai.
Evelina Rose. So who are you supposed to be? Your name doesn't look any familiar or anything. Although her body language betrays her nerves, her voice is soft and clear.
Evelina.
I blink. I guess they do know each other. She smiles when she hears her name, as if she enjoys hearing Kai speak it. It's obvious she's happy to see him. Kai, on the other hand, is as cold as ice and stoic as a statue. His face doesn't have even a hint of his usual mirth. So let's hold on. Her smile wobbles. Even I feel unsettled by Kai's cold shoulder and instinctively take a step back.
It's good to see you. I wasn't sure if you'd show up.
If I'd known you were the client, I wouldn't have. But you know that.
He smiles wryly when she looks guilty.
I didn't want to trick you. I had no choice.
How did you even find me?
It took some effort, but you're here now.
Wait, is she from where I think she is? His eyes harden.
To do a job, which is now done.
Kai unloads the cargo and I step in to help. I feel incredibly out of place. I don't think this conversation is meant for me, but I also don't want to leave Kai alone. He told me he's running from some dangerous people. For all I know, she could be one of them. Yeah, that was what I was thinking. I'm pretty concerned whether if she's from the cartel or not. We set the box by the client's feet.
Here's your cargo as promised. If you have any issues, you can contact our captain.
He turns, gesturing for me to follow, but the woman grabs Kai's arm.
Wait!
He stops.
I won't force you to go back or anything. I just want to talk.
Okay, she is from the cartel, right?
There's nothing to talk about.
That's not fair. After everything we'd been through, you left without saying a word.
He pauses, his back still facing her. A shimmer of guilt flickers across his face.
We needed a clean break.
We?
I hear the exasperation and desperation in her voice.
I didn't even know something was wrong until you were gone.
The not knowing must have weighed on her mind. She probably imagined all kinds of scenarios, slowly driving herself crazy with the what ifs. Kai shakes his head, finally turning back to face her.
This isn't the time or place.
Slowly she nods and lets her hand drop from Kai's arm.
You're right.
She scribbles down an address and tucks it into Kai's jacket.
I'm staying at this location. There's a bar downstairs, which is where I'll be today. Please come by and we can talk.
You already know I won't come.
Just consider it.
Even though it's a request, I feel a strange air of authority emanating off of her. Just who is she?
I came here alone. No bodyguards, nothing.
No bodyguards, huh? So that means you are either a leader or an heir to the cartel, right?
Oh, is that so?
He doesn't seem convinced.
My father doesn't know I'm here. I promise, no guards and no forcing you home. I just want to talk. And if afterwards you never want to see me again, you won't.
Okay, you're basically the heir of the cartel, right? Kai is quiet.
Come by today. Anytime.
And if I don't?
Then I'll accept that you want nothing to do with me, and I won't look for you again.
He looks at her, his gaze lingering before he finally tears it away.
I'll keep that in mind.
Afterwards, he spins on his heel and gestures for me to go. I take one last peek over my shoulder. Evelina watches us leave, a sad resignation in her eyes. I try to clear the expression from my mind as Kai and I return to the ship. He still looks a bit unsettled. I wonder if I should ask him about what happened. I have a feeling it might be important for me to bring it up. I should talk to him. As soon as we climb aboard, I approach him within the cargo bay. So yeah, with that, if that sign means that I have to talk to him to at least like get some important things out. I'm not sure whether this will affect the ending or not, but I'm pretty sure the first one would also. I'm not sure how it would affect the storyline. It feels like it would change the storyline, just like whether if we killed Nathan Chase back in our earlier episodes. So yeah, I think in the next run we're just gonna ignore and see what happens, because since we picked the trait and it suggested me to pick it, there's no reason for me not to pick it. Yeah, I'm gonna fully utilize on every single option that appears to, you know, when the trait suggested it, I'm gonna pick it regardless. So yeah, but if the next run we had like a strong we pick another trait, we'll based on our yeah, I'm gonna base some of our decisions on based off the trait as well. Yeah, as soon as we climb aboard, I approach him within the cargo bay. So I think we can also skip this, but I'm not sure whether if we will get a bad ending or not. Let's just hope not, but I think it will also change the story a bit. Kai, what is going on? Are you in danger? He shakes his head, sighing.
No, she won't do anything.
How do you know?
Because we used to be really close. And I think she still wants to be.
Dude, yeah. Default to the second option. Dude, stop talking in riddles and spit it out already. He blinks before laughing.
Sorry. Let me start from the beginning.
He takes a deep breath.
Evelina and I worked together on Serdros.
She's also a part of Dread Ravens?
More than that, she's the daughter of the head of the Dread Ravens.
Yep, called it. Wow, you really aim high. He laughs.
And nothing ever happened between us.
I raise an eyebrow. Based on your history, I have to ask, why not? He looks at me like I'm a few crayons short of a box. Basically telling me I'm crazy, right?
Because she's the daughter of the head of the cartel?
I never seen this term before. Yeah, I've seen a lot of terms like which implicates people being crazy or stupid. This is a new one. Yeah, that's definitely a new one for me. And
I'm just some guy who worked for her father.
that's not what it looked like to me. You don't chase someone across the universe for just some guy. It's obvious she really likes you. Kai looks as if he's about to argue. Instead, he deflates.
That's exactly why I had to leave.
I pause. I don't understand.
It's because we come from two different worlds. It was just by chance that we even met.
How exactly did you meet?
Do you remember when I said I worked in a kitchen?
I nod. Yeah, it's how you got so good at cooking.
That's right. What I didn't say is that this restaurant was operated by the Dread Ravens.
Ah, it makes sense. Kai did say he got caught up in the cartels when he was young. Was the restaurant their main base of operation? He shakes his head.
It was just one of many businesses, but it was the business that I was eventually assigned to manage and run. It was during this time that Evelina came to work in the restaurant.
I blink. That seems a strange place for the boss's daughter to go to work.
Apparently, she chose it herself. She thought she could get away with doing the bare minimum because nobody would ever talk back to her.
He grins. I already know where this is going. Don't tell me you actually put the boss's daughter to work.
Yep.
There's no way that would go over well with the boss. Right? There's no way that would go over well with the boss. He laughs.
It was actually greenlit by the boss.
Really?
Well, I never got a scolding, so I imagine he was okay with it.
I guess that's why he sent her to work in. I guess that's why he sent her to work in the first place, to mature and build up her work ethic. Kai nods.
But it took a long time before she got there, and I mean long.
I wonder how old is Evelina right now. Well, I think if they want to make everything perfectly safe, she's probably of legal age, I suppose.
At first, she resented me for forcing her to work, so she'd test my boundaries on purpose, and I was annoyed by all of her constant tricks to weasel out of work.
I nod. How did you finally break through to her?
It was a day when we found a discrepancy in the accounts. She noticed it and felt it was her responsibility to get to the bottom of it. That's when I saw just how smart and creative she actually was. She never admitted it, but I know that win inspired her to start trying.
He smiles faintly.
Suddenly, she wanted to learn everything, which ended up backfiring for me.
I blink. I thought that's what you wanted. He chuckles.
It was, but the more she cared about the work, the more she'd challenge me on how certain things were run.
Oh boy.
I know. Her ideas were good, though, and actually changed the restaurant for the better. And I really appreciated all the positive changes she was making. Soon, we were closer than ever, and I felt like a better person when she was around.
Okay, I think there also is a mention that Kai is like 27. So, I'm not sure how... So, hold on. If Kai is 27, assuming he was like a teenager, let's say 14-ish, or let's say 17. Let's make a 10-year gap. The boss's daughter. Yeah, I think if at this current time, if she's 18, the boss back then was like 8 or something. 10 years ago. Or let's say 24, she was 14. Maybe we pull the gap a bit closer. Not entirely sure, but kind of makes sense. A bit. Not entirely sure. Well, I'm not entirely sure about her age. Let's move on. Default to the second option. I sigh and nod knowingly. Ah, the classic enemies to friends trope. I know it well. Kai raises a brow, but I merely nod knowingly again. It sounds like things were going great. So, what happened? His face clouds over.
I'd found out that somewhere along the way, she developed feelings for me.
Is that so bad?
Of course it is.
Why?
Because there was no way that we could ever be together. She's the princess of the Dread Ravens. She's someone strong, intelligent, and important. I'm just a cog in the wheel who did things he had to do to survive.
He shakes his head.
She can easily do a lot better than me.
That's not true.
It is. And if she confessed, it would ruin everything that we had. That's why I left, so she could forget about me and move on.
And that's why you've been running ever since. He nods.
I can never go back to Seirdros. Not after I ran out on the cartel.
But Evelina didn't forget about you. And now she's here, and she's here now on this station. Kai raises a brow, waiting for me to continue. Shouldn't that mean something?
It means she's even more stubborn than I thought.
It sounds like Kai has made up his mind about him and Evelina. However, this might be their only chance to get closure. Would I be a good friend if I let this chance pass on by? Yeah, two of them agree, and this is the one to decline. So yeah, two options. Default to the second option. Yeah, sure. I'm guessing giving her the closure is better. I wonder if that will affect the storyline. If he didn't, so let's go. Yeah, if we skip this entire storyline, I'm guessing he wouldn't go meet her. But since we are on this track, we should like fully push it. Second option. Then you should meet her to give her closure. He stares at me. Clearly, just running away was not enough for her to let go. You need to tell her it's over, or she'll always think that there's still hope. Kai pauses, contemplating.
Actually, you might be right about that. Yeah, I'll make it clear where we stand, and that she shouldn't look for me again.
He glances upstairs. I'll update Iris about the mission. You go find Evelina. He nods.
Thanks, I owe you one.
I hope nothing bad happens to him, but if something did, we are just gonna save him, right? I shake my head. It's the least I can do after all the times you've supported me. Now go. He nods again and then climbs out of the cargo bay. I really hope Kai and Evelina get some closure, whatever that may be. When I head upstairs, Iris is in her quarters. I give her a quick update about the mission and she confirms the payment was sent. Afterwards, I head to the lounge and relax for a bit with some TV. But I keep getting distracted. The show is a police drama where two cops who are complete opposites are forced to work together. It reminds me of Kai and Evelina, and my thoughts keep drifting. I'm relieved when Kai returns. He waves at me when he passes by the lounge, and I turn off my show, gesturing for him to come in. How did it go?
Not that great. I tried to tell her she had to move on, but she confessed to me instead.
Wow. Kai was so adamant about breaking it off, it didn't even occur to me that she'd confess. What did you say?
I said that we could never be together, and she should forget about me and find someone better.
How did she take it?
She refused to accept that answer, which is what I knew she'd do.
He sighed.
So I had no choice but to tell her the truth. I do care for her, but like a sibling.
I blink. Everything that Kai has said indicates that he views her as something more than family. I don't know if he's in denial or if he just doesn't want to admit his true feelings, but I can tell Evelina means more to him than that. Is that really how you feel?
It's what I have to feel, and it's what I need her to believe.
Fair enough. I assume she finally let you go after that? He nods.
She's going home to Seirdros in the morning, and as promised, she won't look for me again.
Although Kai tries to keep his tone neutral, I catch a hint of sadness. He doesn't really want to let her go, and that gives me a glimmer of hope. Maybe there will be a day when the two of them can rekindle their relationship.
Anyway, it was good to get closure. Thanks for encouraging me to go.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure, well, our bro in this story doesn't get together with anyone within our team. So yeah, he has his own NPC or side character I wouldn't say fiance, side character love interest. So yeah, in the previous the first two games, your only male companion of the team always get together with one of the other female characters on the team. The first game which you can actually steal. The second game, it's basically official. You can't ever steal Kara, or basically his love interest, because there's only one option in that game. So you can't ever get together with any other girls. So the fourth game, I can't recall on the last game, Ethereal Enigma. I'm not sure whether Kosei got together with another girl or not, but I'm pretty sure it's also a side character. So yeah, because the only other two main female characters are your love options, so he's practically not involved in in any of those. I mean, he doesn't get together with any of the main love interests. So yeah, in other words, we might have a good ending for this guy, hopefully. Let's just hope so, that he can get some true closure. Let's hope so. I'm glad it helped. Suddenly we hear Iris's voice on the intercom.
Please meet in the lounge in 10 minutes.
Well, since we're here, might as well wait, right? Kai and I exchange glances. He grins.
Looks like we're the overachievers today. We're ready before the teacher is.
I better clean up before I'm caught. I better clean up before I'm caught goofing off in class. Kai laughs, sounding like his old self again. He helps me tidy up, and we finish right before Iris steps into the room. A moment later, Vela and Luna join us. Iris gently clears her throat.
First off, thank you for your hard work. We can count this as another mission successfully completed.
We grin.
On to the next one. What have you got for us, Captain?
That's the second item I wanted to address. I've been informed the station's restock is delayed, so we won't be able to refuel until the station has been resupplied.
Aw, man.
So yeah, more free time.
Do we know when that restock will come in?
Iris shakes her head.
Your guess is as good as mine.
I don't think it'll take longer than a couple days.
Everyone is acting as if this is standard practice, but I've never come across this situation before. Polaris has the infrastructure to ensure all planets and stations are properly resourced, as does the Union, and I assume that was the case and I assumed that was the case everywhere. This is the free world station, right? If I remember correctly. Is it normal to find under-resourced stations?
It does happen more often on free world planets.
Yeah, it is true.
But not every free world planet.
Vela is quick to interject.
You wouldn't find this happening on Corvus.
She grins proudly. I guess it makes sense. Not every free world planet has the same resourcing and infrastructure, so not every station will operate in the same way.
Precisely.
At any rate, we're grounded until further notice, so you're all free to enjoy this extra time off. I'll let you know when we get the go-ahead to resupply.
Sounds good to me. Luna smiles.
Thanks, Iris.
A break is never a bad thing. You won't see me complaining.
Me neither.
Iris smiles at us and ends the meeting. Everyone disperses and I head to my room. I'm pretty sure Kai and Vela were gonna go gravity jumping the next day. My first thought is to share the good news with my sister. We are due for another call, and now it's as good as I can't speak. And now is as good a time as ever. There. Whew. I dial Celeste's number and then stick my phone in the communicator. Once the line connects, Celeste smiles at me.
Hi, big bro.
Celery! No, we are not going to forgo the nickname. I gave her a short nod. Celery, you're looking well. She wrinkles her nose but otherwise doesn't object. We're making progress here.
You're looking well, too.
Do you have some time to chat?
The nurses are supposed to come check my levels, but that won't happen until later. What's up?
Nothing. I just thought I'd check in and see how my little sister is doing.
Aw, how nice of you. I actually do have some news.
What is it? Celeste shakes her head.
Nuh-uh. First, you have to give me an update.
Ah?
I feel like every time we talk, it's always about me. But I want to know what you're up to as well.
She places her hands on her hips and feigns a serious face. Exactly the same pose as our mother used to use when she thought we were hiding something.
Are you keeping out of trouble, young man?
I laugh at her impression of mom. She is spot on. For once, I am. I fill her in on our last couple of missions. I tell her how Zeke brought us this security mission, which was basically an excuse to hang out at a party and eat a lot of glorious food, and to steal some chocolate. Celeste greens.
That sounds so delicious.
I also fill her in on how nice it was to spend some quality time with Luna at the party.
Wait, they even had Polero Rochers? Luna has some good taste in chocolate.
You're only saying that because they're your favorite too.
And that just means we both have good taste.
I could believe it. That must be why you both like me so much. I grin at her, and Celeste looks skeptical.
Maybe we'd like you more if you happen to also be chocolate.
I mean, we did save a lot of Polero Rochers. That could be arranged. Celeste shakes her head.
Actually, I think I prefer you and my chocolate separately after all.
Wait, what? What am I saying? Am I suggesting to dip myself in chocolate? That sounds messed up. I chuckle and she giggles. Luna and I also spent a day together at the park.
Oh, how did that go?
It was nice, until Goose shows up. Her eyes go round with horror.
Oh no. I'm sorry you had to go through that.
I'm sorry I ever doubted you.
It's okay. We're in this together.
Wait, what? What's the context?
But it does sound like you and Luna have become really comfortable with each other.
Yeah, it feels natural and easy now.
I'm so glad.
Anyway, we've just completed another simple job, so things are looking up.
I'm relieved. Sometimes I worry about you.
I know, but I think things will be different moving forward, so there's no need to worry. She smiles.
Good. That's
That's what I like to hear.
I nod and clear my throat, ready to change the subject. Now it's your turn. What is your news? Celeste wrings her hands nervously, clearly uncertain how I would react to her news. My curiosity is piqued, but I wait patiently for her to start.
So, remember when we were talking about my different outings?
I nod.
There was one more that I didn't tell you about.
Oh really? Where did you go?
To the music store.
Oh, I could have suggested that as well. Oh, very cool. What did you do there?
Well, it was actually for a job interview.
A job? Celeste sees my surprise and quickly explains.
So I can do my parts and help with all of our bills and other costs.
Yeah. Default to the second option. All of these sound the same. Hey, don't try to pin me out of a job as an older brother. What else will I do if I'm not taking care of you?
Anything? When you're so busy taking care of me, you don't have time to take care of yourself.
That's why I have a girlfriend. I grin, but Celeste puts her hands on her hips.
Nuh-uh. I won't let you torture her like that.
I'm relieved to see her smile, even if it's reluctant. Celeste is being rather insistent about this. Maybe this job means more to her than just money. Celeste has been dependent on others her whole life. I wonder if this is her way of telling me she's ready to learn how to be independent. I didn't realize this job was so important to you.
It is.
She pauses, looking thoughtful.
Well, sort of.
What's on your mind?
As part of the interview, I was asked to play the piano. So I did, and there was a customer who was secretly listening in. It made me really nervous, but I kept playing anyway.
That was very brave of you. She smiles.
Thanks. It was a really good thing that I did too, because the customer wasn't just any old customer.
Oh, he's a musician or something, right? No. Celeste shakes her head. When she looks at me again, her eyes are saucer wide.
She was actually from the Star Conservatory.
You mean the Polaris Star Music Conservatory? She nods. My eyes grow just as wide, and I suck in a breath. Star Conservatory is the most prestigious and elusive arts academy within Polaris. Their acceptance rate is the lowest in the Federation, and all of their graduates have developed very successful music careers. Wow.
Yeah, I was so surprised. And then she asked me if I could play a specific song. I'd never heard it before, but I said I could try.
Wait, did you really just sight read in front of a Star Conservatory faculty member?
Not just a faculty member. She was on the admissions council.
I nearly choke. What? Celeste squirms.
I didn't know who she was at the time. She just said she was from the conservatory, so I thought maybe she was just another student or something.
What happened after? My heart is hammering in my chest. I'm so nervous for Celeste.
She was super impressed. She said she never would have guessed I was sight reading if I hadn't told her ahead of time.
I told you were talented. A blush blooms with a smile.
She introduced herself to me after that and offered me a chance to officially audition for the conservatory if I was interested.
I suck in another breath. Did you do it? She nods slowly. And? I hold my breath at her pause. Her face is inscrutable. Just as I'm ready to burst, she breaks into a huge grin.
They offered me a full scholarship!
Don't forget me when you're famous. I let out a short whistle. My little sister is about to be the next big musical sensation. I always knew it would happen. Just don't forget about your big bro once you hit the big leagues. She laughs.
As if that would ever happen.
I smile. So, when does this program start?
That's the thing. It's already started. They're willing to make a late entry exception for me though, since their first term has only just begun.
I nod. That's really fortunate for Celeste. They must seriously want her in the program. Okay, so what do they need from you? I can help, I will, as long as we get everything to them ASAP. Celeste furrows her brow.
Well, I haven't accepted yet.
I blink. Huh? Why not?
Because I also got the job offer for the music store. And I can't do the job and attend classes.
I stare at her, unable to understand what I just heard. Wait, you're still considering that job?
Yeah, I'm serious about helping out.
I shake my head. The best way you can help out is by investing in your future. Her brows furrow and she bites her lip nervously.
What if I physically can't go? The job has flexible hours, but this program will be full-time. And my excursion hours are still limited by the hospital.
Did you explain your situation during your audition? She nods. Then there's nothing to worry about. They aren't put off by your situation, which means they'll work with you and to find an appropriate accommodation. Celeste still looks uncertain. I think back to her insistence on getting a job. I can tell that's what she's really holding her. I can tell that's what's really holding her back. Wait, what? I can tell that's what's really holding her back is her concern for me. I can tell her that. I had to read this multiple times to understand what this sentence means. Okay, never mind. I know you're worried about me, but trust me, I'm okay. This is the chance you've been waiting to. This is the chance you've been waiting for to reach your dreams. You've always wanted to perform, and the Star Conservatory can give you those opportunities.
I don't know.
I offer a lopsided grin. You can start by earning your keep once you're a big star concert pianist. Deal? She nervously bites her lip again. I know her well enough to know that she's running every possible scenario in her head, and I know that she'll make the right decision for herself. Finally, Celeste's excited grin returns.
Deal.
Yes! It takes a significant willpower not to cheer in excitement. Now hurry up and accept the program before it's too late. Her eyes widen.
Oh my gosh, yeah, the deadline is soon. I better do that now.
Go, go! We say a quick goodbye and I urge her off the phone. A moment later, her face blinks out of sight and the call disconnects. I puff out a breath of relief. That was close. I know Celeste feels like she isn't doing enough, but there was no way I let her pass up this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. A full-ride scholarship to the Star Conservatory is even better than I could have ever imagined. I know she's going to thrive there. Still feeling giddy from the exciting news, I decide to refocus this excess energy. We talk so much about We talk so much about bills and accounts that I better make sure everything is in order. As I'm checking my online records, I come across a super dark meme. Dank, not dark. I come across a super dank meme, and I immediately text it to Luna. I can't wait to see her response. Once the text is sent, I refocus on my work. It doesn't take long before my accounts are all sorted. Afterwards, I jumped into a quick solo training session. It's been a while since I last trained. I need to keep my skills sharp. I go hard until I feel sufficiently fatigued. Then I shower and return to my room to relax. I check my phone, no messages. That's weird. By now, Luna should have seen and commented on how epic my super tank meme is. Is this a good time to stop? I'm pretty sure it is. Actually, now that I think about it, I haven't seen Luna all day either. I wonder if she's alright. Maybe I should check on her. I'm not sure whether this is a good time to stop the episode, but yeah, I think after the part where we said we relax, yeah, after this part, I'm thinking this is a good time to relax. I just don't know why. I just am not sure whether if the day has progressed, but yeah, we're near 10 minutes to the 2 hour mark. So yeah, I'm just gonna stop the episode right here. So I literally forgot what the entire episode was about. But basically, it's basically a chill episode where we just take on job after job with nothing much happening. But at one point, Kai met his old acquaintance, I should say, and then he met up with her and just get closure for the both of them. Also before that, we also had another date with Luna, but were interrupted by a goose, of all things. And yeah, after, okay, I really can't recall what we actually did this entire episode, because most of the things we did is like a really standard mission with not much happening. And after we met Kai's like old acquaintance, we called our sister. So yeah, basically our sister got accepted into a really prestigious music academy in a way. So we just urge her to accept the offer and yeah, go attend to secure a future, and maybe she'll repay us in the future as well. But yeah, and now this is a good time to cliffhang, because yeah, we'll see what Luna is doing or where she is in the next episode. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Stay safe and have a great day. Bye bye.